Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the grand final of the 2026 Men's National Club Championship here at sunny Rosedale Park in the North Shore. I'm Danny Frew, and with me, Rowena Smith. Welcome, Rowie.
Yeah, kia ora, Danny. Welcome to everybody. It's live streamed. Now, Danny, it's been an exceptional tournament this week. We've had 22 teams. Participating. It's just been a phenomenal softball.
Yeah, and we're down to the final two. Ramblers qualified last night, and Paniki Kilburney had to endure a 9-inning, 2 tiebreaker game against Roosters, finally running out winners by 4 runs to 3 after a 2.5 hour slog. What a game that was.
It was indeed. There were some highlights we were watching in that game. A steal from Ryuji Okawa from Roosters coming home for that to lead up that
I have
final.
never seen in Premier Ball, I know some people have, but I've never seen anybody steal home.
He is just so quick though, you may as well use him while you've got it.
It was unbelievable.
It was, and then he got a driven catch from PK. Really solid hit. It was definitely going.
Yep. So Ramblers.
Yep.
So we've got PK, we've got Jaden Stratford, the catcher, leading off for them. He's a very clued up batter.
Yes, indeed.
Followed by Riley Markia.
Well, he's a Black Sox player at the end of the day, and followed with Jerome Raimaki, for first base. So there's quality in there as well with all these people.
Yeah, you see the asterisks on there. Tyrone Bardarello pickup.
Yes.
And now we've got Ramblers. Well, 1 to 10.
1 to 10, indeed.
Including Jack Besgrove on the mound.
Yeah.
Right, and batting at number 3. So they are full of talent.
They are indeed, and it's a great asset for Ramblers to have Jack Besgrove. He's been pitching an amazing tournament and holding his own.
Okay, so. Okay, so let's go down to the ground announcer who is introducing the players and officials.
42, Kieran Bolger. Number 2, Ashley Goffer. Number 23, Regan Davies. Number 8, Tyrone Bardarello. And number 5, Aaron Gollan. Number 7, Tiger Onishi. Number 32, Van Hillock. And then on the bench, Josh Merritt, Jason Doherty, James McCartney, Joel Harris, Elijah Markia, and Thomas Markia. And PK are coached by Thomas Markia. And the home team of Mount Albert Ramblers from here in Auckland, we're in the maroon uniform. Leading off, number 33, Oscar Clark. Followed by number 21, Brock Evans. Number 57, Jack Besgrove. Number 28, Reese Evans. Number 99, Floyd Nola. Number 23, Connor Peden. Number 50, Maddox Rice. Number 2, Max Early. Number 48, Ryan Early. Number 40, Blake Wardrobe. And on the bench, Andrew Sutton, Sam Thompson, Gabriel Tahitahi, Brendan Kopu-Lawson, Seth Bourgeois, Devon Carr, Kyle Roberts, and coached by Calvin Roberts. Please stand if you're able. Be ready for our national anthem.
Wow, how good's that, Rowie?
How good is that? Always a moment when you're doing our national anthem.
It's a pleasure to be here for the 2026 Grand Final. And let's run through the orders, shall we?
Yep.
I'll do the fielding for Ramblers. In right field, Maddox Rice. In centre field, Floyd Nola. In left field, Ryan Early. At shortstop, Brock Evans. Third base, Oscar Clark. Second base, Reese Evans. First base, Connor Peden. Calling the balls and strikes, Max Early. And on the mound, the Aussie brute, Jack Besgrove.
Fantastic, and leading off for PK, Porniki Kilburnie side, number 6, Jaden Stratford, and number 99 following him, Riley Markia, number 16, Jerome Raimaki, and number 4, Takirika Cooper Nicola, number 42, Kieran Bolger, number 2, Ashley Goffer, number 23, Regan Davis is coming in as DP, number 8, Tyrone Bartarillo, and rounding it off at number 5, Aaron Gollan for PK.
And the DR will be the rabbit for PK, number 32, Van Hillock. The officials for today's game. Third base umpire is David Fortin. Second base umpire, Andrew McManus. First base umpire, Steve Gallagher. Calling the balls and strikes, Mark Porteous. And the scorer is Kevin Childs.
We're in for a big game here, Danny, so
Yep.
always expected at top sides.
So obviously Ramblers will be rested, had a good night's sleep, haven't had to play this morning. PK, as we said, had to battle through 9 innings, so they used their number 1 pitcher, Tiger.
Tiger, yes.
Yeah, Tiger Onishi, and he went the full distance. I guess they were hoping that they could get a few runs up and bring in Josh Merritt, but that wasn't to be. So now, now they have to battle another at least 7 innings.
And a big ups to Roosters. You know, they actually really pumped it to PK in that last game, Danny.
Yep, they did, and they could easily have won it, but just at the wrong time, strikeouts, and not being able to move the runners. But gee, what a fighting battle that was.
It was indeed, and this is why we are watching the finals with PK against Ramblers right now.
And leading off for PK will be the catcher, number 6, Jaden Stratford. On deck, left fielder, number 99, Riley Markia. On the mound for Ramblers, Jack Besgrove. And here we go, folks. First pitch of the 2026 Grand Final. And outside for ball 1.
We've got a packed house here, whānau. You know, everyone is here now. So, you know, it's full of support for this Grand Final happening.
Great to see. And down the middle for strike 1. 1-1 the count now on Jaden Stratford. Besgrove leaned back. Threw that down the middle. Called by umpire Porteous. Fouled straight back by Stratford. So count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes now.
Now, these two sides have already met earlier in the week in the pre-plays. And it was a great game from then. Let's hope they'll bring it again today in the finals. I'm sure they will.
That's what Ramblers gear up for, playing finals softball.
Yes, indeed.
And ball outside. Count goes to 2-2. I was trying to find how many in a row Ramblers have won, but I couldn't find that.
I think a little birdie's told us yesterday 6 in a row.
6 in a row.
If I remember rightly. But yeah, they're a stellar side.
And Stratford goes down swinging for out number 1. And that will bring up the left fielder, number 99, Riley Markia. And on deck, first baseman, number 16, Jerome Raimaki. Outside for ball 1. Jerome just swapping places, swapping sides in case Foul ball comes off the bat, too hard. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Great swing by Riley.
And foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Riley Markey and 1 out in the top of the first. 2 teams that are well and truly used to finals softball.
And that's the beauty of these 2 teams being here.
And done that.
Yeah, great softball watching here.
And foul deep down the right field line.
That was close to where Riley likes to hit.
Maddox Rice trying to get to the flight of it, but it dropped too quickly, so count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. And nice trap at shortstop by Brock Evans. Regathers, throws across to Connor Peden to retire Riley.
Great recovery from Brock.
He had plenty of time.
Certainly did. And it was very pretty to watch when he does that.
So into the batter's box comes the first baseman for PK, Jerome Romaki. On deck, centre fielder Tikarika Cooper Nicola. Outside corner called a strike for strike 1. And again for strike 2. Besgrove finding the corner early on the lefties. Lefty on lefty, of course. Jerome black sock for a long time. That one outside high for a ball, so count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. And 2 outs in the top half of the first inning. And umpire Porteous calls strike 3, and that retires Ramaki. Second strike out of the inning for Jack Besgrove. So going into the bottom of the first, still 0-all. Welcome back to Freeman Field, Rosedale Park, and Paniki Kilburney are in the field, and their lineup. At right field, Ashley Goffer. At centre field, Tikarika Cooper Nicola. In left field, Riley Markia. Centre field, Kieran Bolger. At third base, Tyrone Butterillo. Second base, Aaron Gollan. First base, Jerome Ramaki. Doing the catching, Jaden Stratford. And on the mound, Tiger Onishi.
Okay, for Ramblers batting lineup, leading off number 33, Oscar Clark. Number 21, followed with Brock Evans. 57, Jack Besgrove. Number 28, Reese Evans. Number 99, Floyd Enola. 23, Connor Peden. Number 50, Maddox Rice. Number 2, Max Early is number 8 batter. And rounding that all off is 48, Ryan Early.
And the DR, number 40, Blake Wardrope. And now into the box in the bottom half of the first inning. Number 33, the third baseman for Ramblers, Oscar Clark. And on deck, number 21, the shortstop, Brock Evans. On the mound, Tiger Onishi. And calling the balls and strikes for PK, Jaden Stratford. Outside for ball one. Tiger just asking where it was. A nod from Mr. Porteous says, yep, outside. And foul back by Clark for strike one. Count goes to 1-1. Be interesting to see how Tiger holds up.
Yes.
After pitching 9 innings and all the warm-up pitches, etc. Rowie?
Yes, he will be. I would say that he's actually priming in this game because he knows now this is the business end.
Yeah, this is it. Swing and a miss from Oscar Clark at that drop ball. Count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And it looks like he hasn't actually let up at all since he's actually had that 9-inning game before.
Yeah.
He's flying it in this game for sure.
Tries to get him to swing on an outside pitch. Oscar Clark just looked at it. Count goes now to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And fell back. Count remains 2-2. Good at bat by Oscar Clark. Outside again, so we have a full count on the lead-off batter, Oscar Clark. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And we've got a split crowd here by the sounds of it, Rowie.
Yeah, we've got
A lot for PK and a lot for Ramblers.
Yes, and look at that.
And swing and a miss for strike 3. Just asking whether it was in the zone, and umpire Porteous nods his head and says yes it was. And with 1 out, that brings up shortstop number 21, Brock Evans on deck. The pitcher number 57, Jack Besgrove. And dribbler Aaron Gollan chases it down, but the lefty Brock Evans had that extra step and gets the infield single.
He had to go quite a way to actually field that ball, second baseman. Pretty much right behind the pitcher. But was a great field, but didn't get it there in time.
So with 1 out and runner on first, pitcher Jack Besgrove, and he swings at the first pitch. Gets it out there to centre fielder. Tikarika Cooper Nicola throws it in. Overthrows it, but it was backed up by the pitcher Tiger Onishi, so the runner doesn't advance. So 2 outs now, and that brings up second baseman Reese Evans on deck. Centre fielder Floyd Nola.
Yes, he got under that ball nice and cleanly, Tikarika, to take that out.
Outside for ball 1.
Another high ball.
Yeah. Ramaki tracking it. Oh, he gets his glove to it, but he was going backwards
Yes.
and knocks it out of his glove. Count now goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, you know, in cricket, when guys drop slip catches and that,
Yes.
could this change the course of the game? I know it's early.
It could do though, Danny.
It's an out that probably should have been made.
Yes.
Up high and outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. And runner goes, but the balls fell back into the net, so count goes to 2 and 2 now. And 2 outs. And swing and a miss from Reese Evans, and that completes Ramblers' first at bat. Getting a hit, but unable to move him from first base, so going into the top of the second, still 0-all. Welcome back to Freeman Field, Rosedale Park for the 2026 Men's National Club Championship Final. And Paniki Kilburney having their second at bat. And leading off will be the centre fielder, number 4, Tikarika Cooper Nicola. On deck, the shortstop, number 42, Kieran Bolger. Swing and a miss for strike 1. I don't know what was happening there, Rowie. Thomas Mark here looked like he was making a change, but I can't see anything yet.
No, I can't either, so we'll probably just stay with number 4, Tikirika.
Yep.
Lead off.
So fell back, so Cooper Nicola, the count goes to 0 and 2 now. Outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the lead-off batter. And fouls that one back, protecting the plate. Count remains 1 and 2.
And Tikirika is actually just facing up to him too and just looking to see if he's going to do a bit of a slap.
Yep. Yeah, if he can get it past Bears Grove. Up high, leaves it alone. Count goes to 2-2. And there is the slap, but well fielded over there by Reese Evans. Charged in, lobs it to Connor Peden for the first out.
Great speed from the second base, Reese, and he was watching all the way through here and gathering in that ball, like you said, Danny. Never took his eye off it.
No,
all,
there he
mate.
goes. He
He's charging
charges,
it, yep.
makes sure he gets it on the one hop, and then an easy lob across to Connor Peden. Had him by a couple of steps. And swing and a miss from the new batter, shortstop, Kieran Bolger, for strike one. On deck is the right fielder, Ashley Goffer. And swing and a miss again for 0-2. Up high for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Bolger. And down and outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Bolger. And 1 out in the top half of the second inning. And gets him swinging for strike 3 and the second out. And that will bring up number 2, Ashley Goffer, the right field for PK. And on deck will be number 23, the designated player, Regan Davies. Another lefty on lefty contest. Oh, and that goes high.
High, very, very high.
Very high.
Yeah, no problem with that.
Maddox Rice calls early, tracks it down and takes the fly ball for the third out. And that will complete PK's second trip to the plate, scoring no runs, off no hits, and no runners left on base. Going into the bottom half of the second, still 0-0. And welcome back to Freeman Field, bottom half of the second inning. Centre fielder Floyd Nola into the box. And swing and a miss for strike 1. On deck is the first baseman, Connor Peden. Haven't seen any difference, Rowie, in Tigers pitching.
Not
He's
at all.
Still the same as he was when he played against Roosters.
If anything, he's just fired up, I say, in
He
the
is,
middle there.
yeah, I think so.
Yep.
That one down low and outside for a ball, so 1-1.
It's
on
interesting
Floyd
with the pitchers as well. It's like a 3-2 battle right now with their Ks.
Yeah.
So they're doing the job.
Ooh, threw the change up, but
Yeah.
just a bit low, didn't quite make the plate.
Absolutely.
So 2 balls, 1 strike now on Floyd Nola.
Yeah.
And swing and a miss there for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sort of developing in that it could be a one-hit ball game, you know.
Yeah.
One big swing, one big error, something
Yeah,
along
something
those
along
lines.
Yes.
It's
Well,
the early feeling.
yes, it is. And
Both pitches are in their rhythm. And
Yeah,
there he
took him.
goes. Just what we're talking about. Tiger in his
Element.
he's cutting it, and
Yeah.
called strike by Mark Porteous retires Nola for the first out, and that brings up first baseman Connor Peden on deck. Right fielder Maddox Rice. Through the zone for strike 1.
Yes, and like I said, Danny, he's just fired all pins in the middle of the old Tiger.
Yep.
He's not letting up on his pitching regardless of the last game.
No,
he's actually
going to
here
go.
to do.
He's going to go as far as he can.
Yes, he does, and there we go.
And fell back for strike 2. So 0-2 the count on Connor Peden.
And it's actually great to see that, you know, he's doing the job. Certainly a bonus for PK.
Yeah, because sometimes when you've gone through a hard semi-final, the final becomes a blowout.
Yeah, it does. Is that in our time or theirs? No,
I don't recall being in the final, Rowie,
neither have I.
so
but,
it
you
wouldn't
know,
have been my time. Got close a few times.
that's
Fell
the way.
back that time, so count remains 0-2. Watched a few finals.
Yes.
Imagine what I would call as a coach.
Wow. Oh,
And that change up gets Peden swinging for the second out. Look at that. What a pitch. Just
Yeah.
dropped out of the zone.
and you know, that's just so good to watch when you know
Yep.
that he has that influence and calibre
Yep.
of a pitcher.
And that brings up right fielder Maddox Rice. And he grounds to second baseman Aaron Gollin across to Jerome Romaki. And that will retire Rice.
Good quick innings, very quick.
Good quick innings, and after 2 innings complete, still a 0-all ball game. Welcome back to Freeman Field, Rosedale Park. We're in the top of the third in the final of the Men's Club Nationals. And leading off for PK will be the designated player, number 23, Regan Davies. Called a strike for strike 1. On deck is the pickup player for PK, third baseman Tyrone Bartarillo. Plays his softball down in Christchurch, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. Swing and a miss for Regan Davies. 0-2 now.
Yeah.
And down the middle, a called strike.
I just got a feeling, Danny's just going to be like the battle of the pitches, like
Yep.
Jack Bearsgrove and Tiger.
And just looking at that replay,
Yep.
he guessed wrong. He guessed it wasn't going to be in the zone, and it came straight through.
Yes.
Now the third baseman, Tyrone Bardarillo. Up high for ball one. On deck, number 9 hitter, second baseman, Aaron Gollan.
Now, Tyrone Bartarillo, if anyone knows, yes, he's a Black Sox player as well. And he's been on this field for many, many years here, Danny.
Yep. Swing and a miss that time from Bart. Count goes to 1-1. And of course, on deck is Aaron Gollan. That's
Yes.
a big name in New Zealand softball. The Gollans, been around for a long time. Bardarillo fouls that back. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. And 1 out.
Yeah, he's just getting away from him with the pitch, bit of a rise there, but he managed to hit that ball to stay in at the bat.
Outside for ball 2, 2-2. Jack Bearsgrove already knocked up 4 strikeouts from 7 batters so far.
Absolutely. And that's, similar to what Tiger's done as well. He's got 4 notched up himself from 6 batters. Oh,
Bardarillo,
nice, quick play.
nice play by Oscar Clark to gather it in and fire it across to Connor Peden.
And here it is. He's just placed the ball to third base and just a quick release going to first base to get that out.
Yep.
Nice play, Ramblers.
That will bring up the second baseman, Aaron Gollan. On deck, top of the order, catcher Jaden Stratford. And swing and a miss by Gollan for strike 1. Outside and high for ball 1. Of course, Graham Gollan was a long-time coach up in Auckland.
Yes.
And son David pitched, and then I think David went down and pitched for Miramar in Wellington. And now, obviously, David's son is playing for PK.
Oh,
And
up and high.
Shallow left centre, the catch taken out there by Floyd Nola. And that completes PK's third trip to the plate, scoring no runs off, no hits, no runners left on base. So we go into the bottom half of the third, still 0-all.
Okay, right hand, left hand, just like Jody said. Easy. Oh no, not again.
Welcome back to Freeman Field for the bottom of the third, and into the box comes the catcher Max Early, takes the ball down low for ball 1. On deck is the number 9 hitter Ryan Early, the left fielder for Ramblers. Up high for ball 2, 2-0 on Max. And up high again, 3-0 on. Oh, must have missed one there, and one must have been called a strike. Ground announcer says it's 2-1. Foul back. Count goes to 2-2.
Porty just checking to make sure the ball's not ripped when it's being hit up into the roof of our stadium. See if it's in good nick to pitch with.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes on lead-off hitter number 2, Max Early. And down the middle for strike 3.
Just massive throwing from Tiger, and he's just putting all of it in this game. What a business fellow he's doing now. Here we go.
Yep, straight down the middle. You can see that. I don't think Max was expecting that.
No.
So that brings up Ryan Early, the left fielder, up high for ball 1. On deck, top of the order, number 33, the third baseman, Oscar Clark. Called a strike for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ryan Early nods to Mr. Porteous, says, yep, I agree. Most batters don't. And called a strike again. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Ryan Early.
That's just an ounce of respect from Ryan, acknowledging Porty, and that's really good to see.
Yeah, one of the top umpires in the world, Mark Porteous.
That's it.
Lucky to have him here.
Yes, he went.
Did he go? Yes, he did. So strikeout number 6 for Tiger Onishi.
Yes, Tiger just pitched it right inside and just caught him there, just kind of like bunching up for Ryan to take that third. There we go. Yeah, there it is there.
He did. So that brings up top of the order, third baseman Oscar Clark on deck. Shortstop, Brock Evans. Through the zone for strike 1. Gee, he looks like he's really firing now, doesn't he?
It's like he's got an extra lemon. I don't know what it is.
He just filled up.
Yeah.
$3 a gallon.
He's just fueling.
And a drive. Just past the glove of Kieran Bolger. And into left field where it's gathered and thrown in quickly by Riley Markia. And so with 2 outs, that will bring up Brock Evans.
That was just unlucky for Kieran. He was just short by millimetres probably. Yes, here we go. We just see this the hit. It was a nice clean hit. Good drive. And then, yes, Kieran was just in the air. But, hey, he's done the damage to get on first base, and up we got is Brock.
And we've got the DR Blake Wardrobe running at first base.
And he's gone.
And he's off straight away. Wow, good base running by Blake Wardrobe. Backed himself to get there. The throw coming in from centre field was not a great one.
No, but he just held it up. So, he had that time. So he slid into second, which has got that peg off and it missed. And then he was just watching. The runner was just watching Tikirika, saying, going to throw it. No, he didn't. And just slowed it down. So he got safe to 3.
So we've got 1 ball and 1 strike now on Brock Evans. And we've got 2 outs. And we've got Blake Wardrobe standing on third base. So outside again, 2 balls and 1 strike. So PK need an out here.
Absolutely, and they just need to stop this because Brock Evans is a well-known batter. Danny?
Today's
Yep.
one strike.
Well, he got that infield single
Yep.
in the first inning. Yeah, called strike. Got the outside corner. 2-2 now.
And he's playing that corner like he did with the the right-hand batters yesterday too.
Yep.
So he's that's his favourite spot that you actually mentioned
Today's two
too.
strikes.
Catcher set up on the outside, and it was an outside pitch, but Brock Evans managed to foul it off, and so count remains 2-2. That's good batting.
That's great batting from Brock Evans, and that's what you expect from a top-class player.
Right, today's two strikes.
An inside pitch, and he fouls it back. Hangs in there. Good at bat here. Still 2-2, and 2 outs in the bottom half of the third inning.
Yes, and he got him.
And called third strike by Mark Porteous, retires Evans.
No strike,
Just-
Calvin, I'm right.
Just sensational from Tiger to find that zone, to
Don't
get him
talk
out,
to me
and he
about no
just
live stream.
pumped himself up. He knew he had him, and well, big ups to Tiger. Well done.
And so Oscar Clark got the single,
Yes.
replaced by Blake Wardrobe, but he was left on third base. And so going into the top of the fourth, 0-0 in the 2026 Grand Final.
Sorry, turn it on.
Be on the dugout, lace them up and we run out. Step up to the plate, swing away, or you get struck out. Pitcher on the mound like you don't wanna face this. Hit it so hard, you be running around the bases. Do it for your teammates, do it for the fam. Do it for your city, true ballers understand. You gotta work together, you gotta find a way. Put your body on the line and make that play. Be on the dugout, lace them up and we run out. Step up to the plate, swing away, or you get struck out. Pitcher on the mound like you don't wanna face this. Hit it so hard, you be running around the bases. Be on the dugout. Be on the dugout. Be on the dugout. Be on the dugout.
Welcome back to Freeman Field at sunny Rosedale Park for the 2026 Men's National Club Championship Final between Ramblers and Paniki Kilburnie. And we are into the top of the fourth, and we're at the top of the order with Jaden Stratford, the catcher, and on deck, left fielder Riley Markia, and a special shout out from the dugout to our mate Damien Collins.
Kia ora, Damien Patrick Collins. I hope you are enjoying our final down there and having good weather as well. Good to have you on board.
Fell back for strike one.
Yes, it was, yeah.
Stratford struck out in his first at bat.
Oh.
Umpire Porteous just having a conversation with the batter, Jaden Stratford. Missed down apparently.
As you can tell, the crowd wasn't too pleased with that.
Yeah, neither was Max.
And he's actually discussing that with Porty.
Go, come on now.
1 ball and 1 strike now on Jaden Stratford.
Yes.
Strike on the swing from Stratford, so count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
No,
No swing, says umpire Gallagher at first base. So count goes to 2-2 now.
Great batting from the lead-off, Jaden. Just holding his, his swings there.
Yeah.
Lots of
Two balls,
discipline
two
is
strikes.
needed in this kind of game, so well done.
Up high for ball 3. So full count now on Jaden Stratford. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The lead-off hitter for PK in the top half of the 4th inning. Stratford hit by the pitch.
Couldn't
In the
come
back,
at a better
that'll
time,
hurt.
I guess. But
So he's
that's going to
for,
hurt.
Yeah, going for a little walk. Jack Bearsgrove waved at him, said, sorry, mate, didn't really mean to do that.
Yeah, that would actually just kind of
Take
knock
time.
the sixer out of you, I think. at
Yeah,
the
but
back.
being a catcher,
Yep.
he's used to it, so he just walks it off.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, no
That's the one.
problems. God, I've been hit so many places, can't really count them all.
What?
Well said, Danny.
Yeah, you've got to be mad to be a catcher.
Absolutely.
Through the zone for strike 1 on Riley Markia.
If anything could happen, number 99, Riley, he's also a world-class batter and
Yep.
player.
It was a good play by
Yes.
shortstop Brock Evans to get him
Absolutely,
in
yes.
the first inning.
And it was a good hard hit too to Brock. Wow, good
Through the
change up.
zone for strike 2.
Yeah, Riley's a element of his own when he's in this game.
Yep. Up high for ball 1, so count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
No, it's straight up. It's straight up. It's straight up.
Well,
Little humpback, yeah.
Up high for
Yeah.
ball 2.
and what did Porty say? A little humpback, he just
Two
said.
balls, 2
Yep.
strikes.
Yep, so when it crossed the plate, it was
Dismay to the
too
crowd.
high and then dropped into the glove.
Straight.
And Markia goes down swinging for the first out. Good comeback by Besgrove there.
Yeah. Great pitch.
Leans
Just
back.
just leaning back and taking his time with this and reviewing Riley. But look, he just placed it in. Get that swing for Riley to get that third out.
That brings in first baseman Jerome Romaki on deck. Centre fielder Tikarika Cooper Nicola.
Oh!
And the runner was in
Oh,
motion.
and he's
Jaden
coming
Stratford
Great
in
back
motion.
throw.
And the hit and run play comes off perfectly as Jerome Romaki hits it through the gap. And Jaden Stratford slides into third base. And so we have runners on first and third.
Look at that. Jerome just collected all of that ball to push it up the middle. And now runner from first. Superb
Okay,
running to get him onto
Let's break
third
up. You good?
base.
Yep, let's break it up.
Great batting. And he's going to be replaced, Jerome, by number 32, Van Hillick, to do the running. And up to bat is our own, very own, number 4, Tikirika Cooper Nicola.
And on deck is the shortstop, Kieran Bolger.
May have a ball game here, Danny.
Yep. Down low for ball 1. Still only 1 out.
It is indeed, and the hot corners are actually being occupied by the runners.
Stop talking about balls and strikes, Max.
Thomas would be wanting
Down,
to.
down.
So Mark Porteous telling Max earlier, no uncertain terms, stop talking to me about balls and strikes. Popped it up. Did Cooper Nicola. Attempted bunt. goes foul for strike one, so 1 ball and 1 strike. I don't think you're not doing your team any favours
Yes.
by keep on questioning the umpire's calls. Swing and a miss for strike 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Cooper Nicola.
No, as you said, you just got to get into the ball game. Make it a good game at that.
Holds off on the swing and up high. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Cooper Nicola. 1 out, and we've got runners on the corners.
2 strikes.
Thomas would want to really execute this with his runners on.
Yes.
And Cooper Nicola couldn't hold back on that outside pitch and strikes out. That will bring up the shortstop, number 42, Kieran Bolger, on deck. Right fielder, number 2, Ashley Goffer. And we've got a conference on the mound. Ramblers coach, Kelvin Roberts, long-time Ramblers man, comes out to have a chat to his players. So the base runners and the batters come and talk to Coach Thomas Mark here at the same time. And we have the conference charge to Ramblers. So a free conference there for Thomas. So no doubt Thomas is telling Kieran Bolger exactly what he wants from him.
Yes. And it's just, an easy rule here. Just hit the ball.
Hit the ball.
And put it in play in somewhere. Bring my mate home.
And a run scores.
Yes.
Through the middle for strike 1. No arguments there from Max Early.
No.
No. Well, no, it's dead. It's dead. I'm going to just check on that, okay?
You just said it was a foul
No,
ball?
I didn't say anything. Yeah.
Actually, we heard it up here. Porty didn't say a thing.
No.
In the
Umpire
realms of
did
a foul.
not say anything. He said, hang on.
What have you
Because
got? Came off something hit me in a mask, all right?
100% arm.
100% arm?
No bat on that.
No bat at all.
Okay.
Swing.
No swing?
No
No
swing.
swing? Okay.
no swing, no bat.
Yeah.
So it's a hit by pitch.
Okay, we're going to hit by pitch, all right? Yeah.
Oh,
Bezzy's out here throwing bullets.
Yes, yeah.
And you get hit on the arm. Are you going to be shaking your arm, or are you going to just walk to first like he
Look,
did?
I've gone and spoken to my crew. All
It's
right,
pretty obvious. Body language doesn't lie.
No, they've given me 100% that hit him on the arm. Okay?
Body language doesn't lie.
They have told me 100%
He's going
hit my.
to be a lot sorer than that if he gets
Well,
hit by pitch.
okay.
They hurt you and you had pads on.
Well, I hit then too.
You heard the umpire there, Porteous, explaining it. None of the crew saw it hit the bat, so it had to have hit the arm. I can understand Ramblers saying, yeah, well, if you got hit by a ball like that, that would hurt. But, however, it is what it is. So that brings in the right fielder, Ashley Goffer, into the plate. And 2 outs. Called strike for strike 1. So we've got loaded bases here.
absolutely. And this is the moment, even though it's 2-down rally.
Number
Asher-
6 hitter.
Yeah, Asher Gofford actually had a good hit in the last game.
Yep. Lays off that one up high for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, Ashley hit a blinder of a centre field out the park against Roosters. So you just never know your luck with this fella.
Yep.
Great
Swing
swing.
and a miss on that rise ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And we're just looking at the hit. And Besgrove leans back and strikes out Ashley Goffer with bases loaded. and no runs cross the plate. So we will go into the bottom of the fourth, and it's still 0-all in this 2026 Club Championship final. Welcome back to Rosedale Park, and we're going to cross down to Jackie Smith, who is interviewing the PK coach, Thomas Makia.
Kia ora, Thomas. 4 completed innings. What are your thoughts so far on the game?
Well, it's been like the rest of the games that we've had against these guys, pretty tough. Nothing in it, so yeah, looking forward to the rest of the game.
That last inning especially was pretty tight. You had runners left on base.
Yeah.
You weren't quite able to finish it off.
Yep.
What do you want to see from the team going forward?
Oh, more of that, and then just putting the ball in play. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Excellent. All the best.
Cheers, Jackie.
Thanks, Jackie, and thanks, Thomas. Yeah, there was a great cross, and yeah, a good interview with the Black Sox coach as well, not just PK. Thomas Markey had been around the game for a long, long time.
And as he said, just put the ball in play is what we pretty much were saying ourselves,
Yep, exactly right. So in the meantime, we have the leadoff batter is the pitcher for Ramblers, Jack Besgrove. And fell back. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count on Jack Besgrove. Flied one out to centre field in his first at bat in the first inning. Got power on the mound and got power in the batter's box.
Yes.
Outside for ball 2, 2-2.
And Jack Besgrove, a solid batter as well, as you can see throughout the whole of this week. He knows how to hit this ball.
Dead ball, hit his foot on the swing. And count remains 2-2.
Right, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Down low for ball 3. Full count now on Besgrove. And Besgrove goes deep between centre and right field and picks up the lead-off stand-up double for Ramblers.
Great hit out into that into right field there.
Well, we talked about his power,
Yes.
and that's what he showed just then.
Wonder where that was coming from, Kelvin.
Just a big hit from Jack, and it's what Ramblers needed. And solid drive. Absolutely.
Between the two fielders.
Yes. Found a gap.
And so
There we go.
Here we go. There he goes. Goes up. Bisected the fielders perfectly. And rounded first and easily into second for the stand-up double. That will bring up the second baseman, Rhys Evans, on deck. The centre fielder, Floyd Nola.
Yes.
And the attempted bunt. He misses. So strike 1 on Nola. Good thinking by Ramblers. We've got to get him. Got to get the DR Blake wardrobe to third,
Yes.
so that any loose ball from the catcher could score. Popped it up. Easy catch for Jaden Stratford. And quite often it's a lost art, that bunting.
Yes,
One
it
of the
is.
key parts of a softball game. And that will bring up, with one out, centre fielder Floyd Nola on deck. First baseman Connor Peden. Swing and a miss for strike one from Nola. He KC'd in his first trip to the plate. Mind you, he wasn't alone in that respect.
No, not at all.
And fell back for strike two. 0-2 the count. We're getting through this game pretty quickly too,
Abs-
Ro.
absolutely.
It's
And
really good. It's exactly the way the game should be played.
should be played in the finals, absolutely. Totally agree.
Ambience weather too. Nice sunny day, not too hot, not too cold.
Just the perfect scenery out here at Rosedale. Oh,
And swing and a miss for Floyd Nola. Into the glove of catcher Jaden Stratford for the second out. That will bring up first baseman Connor Peden. On deck, right fielder Maddox Rice. Strikeout number 8 for Tiger Onishi.
good play from second base.
Ground ball easily gollanded up
Eaten up.
by Aaron, and across to Jerome Raimaki, retiring Connor Peden. And that completes the bottom of the fourth. Stand-up double by Jack Besgrove, and the DR did not advance. So going into the fifth, still 0-0. Welcome back to Freeman Field and Rosedale Park for the grand final of the 2026 Men's National Club Championships between top qualifiers Ramblers and Paniki Kilburney, who had to fight off a brave Roosters team this morning in the elimination final. And into the box comes the DP Regan Davies. And into the box is Regan Davies. And we're about to go down to Jackie Smith, who is with Ramblers coach Calvin Roberts.
Kia ora, Calvin. Great to see you out there on the diamond. 4 innings completed. Good inning in that last inning, and you turn it back. Bisgrove coming up with a hit. Yeah. How are you feeling about how the team's going so far?
Tournament-wise, been going very good, but we've got a real pitcher's duel out here. So 2 guys doing a great job on the mound, and we just need to take our chances. You know, your lead-off double, you probably need to do a little bit better. So
yeah. What do you want to see more of from your team?
just ball and play, ball and play, something off the barrel. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. All the best. We're in for a good match. We can see that already.
It's a great game. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Kelvin, for taking the time out.
Interesting to see, you know, both coaches have actually said it. You know, put the ball in play.
Put the ball in play because we've got a pitcher's duel at the moment.
That's right.
But you just got to put it in play. Let the bat do the
job.
work.
Yeah.
And who knows, somebody might boot it in the infield and suddenly you got some base runners.
And it certainly has been a pitching duel out here with Jack and also Tiger.
Yep.
So and it's going to be just down to that.
So Regan Davies has worked a full count while we've been talking. And Besgrove says, nah, get out of here. I'm going to strike you out, and he did. And that will bring up number 8 hitter, third baseman Tyrone Bartarillo, and on deck, second base Aaron Gollan. I think it's been a long time since Tyrone Bartarillo batted number 8 in the lineup. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Bartarillo calls time, just resets himself. I'll drink faster. Bartarillo tries the running bunt, drops it foul for strike 2.
Great mix there from Barty. So, you know, he's trying all sorts to try and get his team in here on the field.
Yep.
And, you know, and be a runner. Nice selection.
And keeps himself in the batter's box with that foul tip.
And once again, you know, nice drive batting machine he is.
Yeah. He's a hard batter to get out, as Roosters found in the semi-final this morning. And also a very good fielder too. Oh, he didn't want that.
Yes, he said.
Tell straight away he knew that was a ball, but he couldn't get the bat out of the way.
But it keeps him in the batting circle there, Danny.
Yeah. And it's an extra pitch. Besgrove has to throw.
Strike 2. Strike 2.
So umpire Porteous goes 0-2. 2 strikes and 1 out. And the swing, and Max Early has to recover the ball and throw across to Connor Peden to take Bartarillo at first base. Strikeout number 9 for Jack Besgrove. That will bring up bottom of the order, second baseman Aaron Gollan. On deck, top of the order, Jaden Stratford. Called strike for strike 1. Up high for a ball, 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And gets him swinging on the outside corner for strike 3 and strikeout number 10 from 18 batters for Jack Besgrove. That completes the top half of the 5th inning, and we go into the bottom. Still 0-0 in the 2026 final. Welcome back to Freeman Field and Rosedale Park. Bottom half of the 5th inning in the final. And into the box is Maddox Rice, the right fielder for Ramblers. 1 strike on him, a swing and a miss. And again, a swing and a miss for strike 2. Rice hit the first pitch he saw in the bottom of the 2nd. But nicely gathered in it was by Aaron Gollan. 0-2 here. Foul that one back, protects the plate. So, Rowie, you know, they led off. Jack Besgrove led off that last inning.
Yes.
With a stand-up double. Beautiful hit. Stand-up double, and they couldn't move the DR.
And that's the exception of what the pitching dueling is actually doing here. Tiger, like I said, he's got something extra in his barrel in there.
Yeah.
And he's just firing all pins at this game. Oh, look, it's got there.
Gollan!
Oh!
Great effort by Aaron Gollan, scooping the ball up and in one motion trying to throw across to Jerome Ramaki, but just could not get it there.
And look, he was just quick off the mark getting to that ball. Once again, going out there, but Jerome just didn't, just missed it with his glove.
Yep.
Made it safe to first. So now we're in a danger spot here.
So I'm not sure what the scorers call that, but I call that a safe hit.
Safe hit.
So
that's right.
We'll call that a safe hit.
I certainly drummed it up as a safe hit.
4-6. And that will bring up Max Early, the catcher, on deck.
Down.
Left fielder, Ryan Early.
And as we've got a DR on first base with Blake Wardrope.
Okay. So we've got the rabbit out there.
Mm-hmm.
Ball 1 on Max. And the attempted slap goes foul for strike 1. 1-1 now.
And as I said, when they didn't move the last inning with Ramblers, it just pays homage to what Tiger's doing in the middle.
Yep.
And like I said, he's firing all pins and he's stopping them at the plate.
Time.
Time called. Jerome just found something there, giving it to his dugout. One ball, one strike. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th.
And he's going. Nice and safe.
Another stolen base there in the game by Blake Wardrope.
Here we go. Ramblers are in the helm here.
Yep.
None down.
2 balls, 1 strike now on Max Early. So will that change the coach's approach, or will it still be a bunt? Get him to third.
Well, it's open season now because it's none out, so
Yep.
you would want to try something to actually move your run around to 3 and possibly home plate.
Jerome Romaki calls time. Wants to go and have a chat to the rest of the infield and his pitcher and just sort out what we're going to do here.
I got it, yeah. All right. Let's go. Let's break.
So ideally, see their open season. You can try anything. The coach can try anything here.
Yep.
Need to advance your runner from second all the way home if possible.
So 2 balls, 1 strike now on Max Early. And he pops it to second baseman Aaron Gollan for the first out. Gollan tracking back.
Nice pitching from Tiger. He's obviously, got a call from his mate in the catcher's box, just slowing that bat down.
And that brings up the number 9 hitter, left fielder Ryan Early on deck. Top of the order, third baseman Oscar Clark. 1 out. Down low for ball 1. Blake Waldrope still on second base.
If PK can do the same as what they did in the last inning, it's just outstanding.
Popped up to shallow left field. The catch taken out there by Riley Markia. Gets it in quickly to Tyrone Bardarillo. And Wardrope stays put on second base. He can probably put a beard and some dresser drawers out there, couldn't he, Rowie?
He could do.
Been there a bit today. And so that will bring up top of the order, third baseman Oscar Clark. And on deck will be shortstop Brock Evans. Another conference on the mound by the PK team with 2 outs. So what are we going to do here? Top of the order.
Yes, and Oscar is a phenomenal batter.
Okay, so they've decided that...
To walk him.
Yeah, so that's what the conference was about, the intentional walk. And they'll have a go. So what this does is it allows them, they've got 3 bases they can go to.
Yes.
Right, whereas before they only had 1. They only have first base.
Yeah.
Now they've got 3 bases they can go at. So it looks like we're going to have a runner come out. And sounds pretty popular, or that's all his family.
Yes, and that may be his debut on this. So
Number 6, Andrew Sutton.
Ramblers in the 1 hole, 33, 3-3 out, 6 in, 6 in. Yeah, you messed me up.
Yep, so there you heard it from umpire Mark Porteous. Number 6, Andrew Sutton, will take over the base running for number 33, Oscar Clark. And this will bring up shortstop Brock Evans on deck. Pitcher Jack Besgrove. Runners on 1 and 2, and 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. And through the middle goes Tiger Onishi for strike 1.
Just pays testament to PK to walk, put that walk on Oscar Clark. But then you got our, Brock Evans.
Yeah, well, he drove. Oscar Clark drove that one to left field.
Yes.
Last at bat, so they don't want that to happen again with a runner on 2.
And with Brock, he's just hit the second base to be out, and then he was stand up, caught napping in his last second bat. So Anything could happen with Brock.
Yeah, 1-1 now the count.
Oh,
Missed
good hold.
outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Great holding by Brock Evans. Absolutely disciplinary there. Nice work.
This has got the crowd going. Runners on base.
Yeah. And it's really just all about Ramblers crowd because they're all here in full force to support their club.
And popped up. Nice and easy for third baseman Torin Bardarillo. And suddenly a threat is extinguished.
Yep.
The lead-off single once again.
I know, and that's a testament once again to Tiger. And I know he's actually throwing it all, but he's moving that ball for them to not really smack it out of the park.
So 5 innings complete in the 2026 final, and still no runs scored. We'll be back shortly. And welcome back to Rosedale Park and the top half of the 6th inning. And we are at the top of the PK batting order. Lead off is catcher Jaden Stratford on deck. Left fielder Riley Markian's ball 1 on Stratford. Struck out and got hit in the back of the spine in his second at bat by Jack Besgrove. Called strike for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Stratford, son of John Stratford, who was a long-time Miramar player. Good shortstop. And with 1 out, that will bring up left fielder Riley Markia on deck. First baseman Jerome Ramaki.
Well held there by Riley to get that ball 1.
Jack Besgrove, 11 strikeouts so far from 19 batters.
And once again, it's a testament to Jack holding these PK batters, I mean.
Yep, down low for ball 2. Called strike. 2 balls and 1 strike on Riley Markia. And again for strike 2.
Almost in the same position, I think.
Yep. So Besgrove's come back from 2-0 to 2-2.
Oh,
And that's deep. Will it stay in the ballpark? No, it won't. Drifts over the fence, but in foul territory. A long strike.
it was indeed. And you can see the crowd over by the fence going, no, push the other way by the, the yellow
Where's
pole.
that gust of wind?
Yeah, when you need it. Certainly Jack doesn't want to pitch that same pitch to Riley,
No.
because if he finds the actual zone, it's going to go.
So 2-2. 1 out in the top of the 6th.
Oh, great change.
And change up down the middle. Riley Markia can only watch and go, yep, good pitch.
Great pitch from Jack.
Look at him, he goes back and same arm movement
And then boom.
and then straight down the middle.
Oh, phenomenal pitch. Outstanding for Jack Bearsgrove. Now Jerome is up and he had a centre field hit.
Called strike for strike 1 on Jerome Ramaki. Outside for ball 1, 1-1. And through the zone for strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Another change up through the zone.
He's mixing it up, Jack.
Yeah, he is.
He's certainly using his change-up quite a bit on them.
Yeah, a few more change-ups now. Outside for ball 2.
And then that's due to great calling from his comrade,
Max.
in
Yep.
doing that.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
I think Max has worked out Mark Porteous's zone.
Yes.
He hasn't questioned him for a while now.
Buy those cheap ones. So the team live with them. Good.
Umpire Porteous having a joke there with
Yeah.
Jerome.
Hey, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You heard him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And gets him to swing on the curveball. Strikeout number 13 for Jack Bearsgrove. That completes Paniki Kilburney's 6 at bat, 3 strikeouts from Jack Bearsgrove. So going into the bottom of the 6th, we're still 0-0. Welcome back to Rosedale Park. The bottom half of the 6th innings in the final. Jack Besgrove, the pitcher for Ramblers, is in the box. Called strike on the first pitch.
Now Jack's been hitting all day in the centre field.
And drives it down right field that time.
So he's had a caught ball out in centre, and he's also gone out and, like you said...
Yep, stand-up double.
Double, yeah.
Between centre and right field.
Yeah, so he's actually getting back to ball.
Yeah. Hard man to get out.
Oh, very hard. Very, very hard. And look, he's built like something that's out of WWF, I guess. He's a hard batter. Solid.
Taigo Onishi trying to work out how to get him out this time. Hasn't had the strikeout for a while. Throws the drop ball. Besgrove's not tempted. Count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, funny he didn't do it in the last inning, but I just feel that he moved the ball so, just to stop the runners, the batters.
Yeah.
Smacking it out of the park kind of thing. Great take.
And great fielding there by Jerome Ramaki at first base. Besgrove doesn't move out of the box.
No, because he knew that he had rounded that ball.
Here's the replay.
Yeah, just wait.
Straight
all the way
down, straight to Jerome. Gathers it in and then just touches the base.
Toe tapping.
Yeah.
Oh, great play.
Great play by Taigo Onishi to get Reese Evans at first base.
Great. It was just a great stretch from Tiger, making sure to gather that ball and getting that throw to
We were
Jerome.
watching the replay and he was throwing to first base.
Yes, he was.
So that brings up number 99, Floyd Nola for Ramblers on deck. First baseman, Connor Peter.
Oh, great late hit.
And Nola laces the first ball into right field.
Nice hit by Floyd. Getting at to the late swing. Here we go. Yep. Got all of that ball and nice cut to go out to the right fielder. And in the gap. Opportunity knocking for Ramblers now.
Yeah, and once again the DR, number 40 Blake Wardrope comes in to run for Floyd.
And up to bat now is our Connor Peter.
First baseman Connor Peden, he struck out and grounded out to second base. Up high for ball 1.
Lots of noise from our stadium here, Ferry. So they're really, really in with the guns with this final.
Yeah.
Good to see.
I got him.
Yeah. Umpire Porteous says, I got him. There was a swing, and Peden acknowledges, yes, he did. Found it hard to hold back on that.
Yes. Yes.
Down the middle for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Connor Peden. 2 outs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, fantastic.
Runner goes, but Peden gets struck out for the 3rd out of the 6 innings. So we are going to the top of the 7th, a 0-0 ball game between Ramblers and Paniki Kilburney.
When your radio's on and the sound is hot, you just have to enjoy. Sometimes virtual reality begs for more reality. Jack Links is good with it.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Freeman Field at Rosedale Park. And up to bat, we've got number 4, Te Kirika Kupa Nicola, leading off for PK. And this is the top of the 7th, folks.
Top of the 7th, 0-all. What a ball game we've had.
We've got
runners on base, but nobody can get that clutch hit to bring the runner in.
And just saying that too, I was just doing a look at the left on bases for both teams. PK has had 4 on base, and that is opposed to Ramblers 2. So they are doing the job out there, you know, just the batters are not.
And this is what we're playing for, the medals and the plaque. Beautiful plaque to hang up in the winners' club rooms. Winners of the 2025-26 Men's Open Club National Championship. What a trophy.
What a trophy indeed.
What a plaque to win. Timeout called by Ramblers.
Hey, strike team.
0-2 the count now on the lead-off hitter, Cooper Nicola, and plugs it foul, so count remains 0-2. Up high, lets it go this time. Ball 1, strike 2. Cooper Nicola ground out to second base in his first at-bat and then struck out swinging in the 4th inning. Slaps it, but straight into the glove of Brock Evans for the first out. Easy out for Evans.
Whichever way you want to go.
So we've got 42, number 42, Kieran Bolger up to bat. And then on deck, number 2, Ashley Goffer.
Yeah, Bolger struck out in the second inning and then got hit by the pitch, where there was a bit of controversy, if you want to put it that way. But we looked on the replay and he definitely got hit. Never went near the bat.
Got him.
Strike 1 now on Kieran Bolger.
Yeah, there was a couple of hit pitches in that inning.
Yeah.
With that centre field hit from Jerome.
Up high for ball 1, 1-1. Called strike for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Kieran Bolger, the shortstop for PK. And Bolger goes down swinging for the second out. That will bring up right fielder number 2, Ashley Goffer, on deck. Number 23, the designated player for PK, Regan Davies.
Nice solid hit from Ashley.
Yep, you heard him go, ooh.
Yeah.
I just missed that.
Yes, he did.
Up high and away for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. High and outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
What's the problem? What's the problem? You right? Is there a problem with this one?
Umpire Porteous just asking if there was a problem with the ball. Jack Bearsgrove said he didn't like it.
Right, 2 balls, 1 strike.
2 balls, 1 strike and 2 outs in the top of the 7th.
Nice swing.
Nice swing. 2 and 2 now. Will we be going to the bottom of the 7th still 0-all, or will one of these PK batters conjure up a run?
I'd like to see it happen,
Yeah.
but the way this game has been going has just been sensational. Bit of dust up, the wind.
Yeah.
And yes.
And he gets it through. Does Ashley Goffer. The diving Reese Evans couldn't stop it. So a single to
You're gonna put someone in.
Ashley Goffer.
Yeah, so, yep. Push that ball through the middle. And what a grand effort from Reese on second base to actually try and glove that ball to help.
Out. Yep, 27.
However, it just went skittling out into the outfield and gathered up by Floyd Nola to bring it back in.
PK change in the 7 hole. 23-2-3 out. 27-2-7 in.
Joel Harris.
Yep, so there you go. You heard it from umpire Porteous. Pinch hitter Joel Harris comes in, been around the game a long time.
Let's go, fellas.
Can he make a difference to the scoreline?
It's a 2-down rally. I'm going to count the chickens in this game because, you know, number 27, Joel Harris, like you said, Frui, he's been around a long time and he's seen a lot of softball.
Yep. Called strike, strike 1. Nice recovery by Max Early. Prevent the runner from advancing.
Because, yeah, Ashley can certainly run these bases. Seen him in the last inning. Sorry, the last game.
Swing and a miss from Joel.
Just got to get on top of this ball with Jack.
2 strikes now on Joel Harris. Got to protect the plate.
Yeah.
Anything close. Dropped his hands down the bat a bit.
Ball 1, 1 and 2.
Up high for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Joel Harris.
Great pitch.
Down the middle from Jack Bearsgrove, his 15th strikeout in the grand final. And that completes Ramblers. Paniki Kilburney's 7th at bat, leaving the runner on base, Ashley Gofford, going into the bottom half of the 7th inning, 0-all. Welcome back to Freeman Field at Rosedale Park. The bottom of the 7th in the grand final. Look at the scoreboard there. Zeros all the way round. 5 hits to 1 from Mount Albert Ramblers, but they haven't been able to bring anybody home. And just as we say that, the lead-off batter, Maddox Rice, has plunked one in between left centre field and right field for a stand-up double.
Fantastic bat from what a return of Ramblers to put that in there. Frui.
What a time, the bottom of the 7th.
That's right.
First pitch. So Blake Waldrope will go on second base. He knows that base very, very well.
Absolutely. Now this is
he might take it home.
Yeah, winning run here for Ramblers.
Max Early in the box.
You know,
fouls are back for strike 1.
There's none down, folks. You know, and what a massive hit from Maddox in that last inning, last turning back. He made it happen for Ramblers. Here we go. No one there. No one there. Oh, would have want to see that one. So here we go. He was stealing. We'll have a look. It was wide open. However, he's safe.
No, he's safe. Yeah.
Totally safe, but wow, what a great steal.
Yep.
Great
Hell of
steal.
a call. 2 strikes on Max Early now.
Well, look, golden
All
opportunity.
they need is a single, and Early. 1 ball, 2 strikes it is, sorry. It was 1-1.
Opportunity knocking right on Rambler's door, and he's 60 metres away to claim this game.
Nice pitch there by Tiger. His 9th strikeout of the game, and strikes out early.
Now we're just going to make sure, you know, with Tiger, he's fired. He's fired up out here.
And Thomas Markia now will come out and have a chat to his infielders.
He's just to, you know, slow the game down, I think is his philosophy here, maybe.
Yeah.
Just, you know, call
Well, I'm sure he's going to say, look, we're facing the number 9 hitter. Don't let the number 9 hitter beat you.
Absolutely.
You know, bring it up. Bring it up to the top of the order, and what will be will be. We can work around the players up there. So it's about not letting them beat us. It's about us trying to stop them from scoring.
Absolutely, Danny. I couldn't agree more.
So, as we said, the number 9 batter for Ramblers, Ryan Early in the batter's box with 1 out and a runner on third. Foul back for strike 1. So the designated runner, number 40, Blake Wardrope, is finally on third base. Can Ryan Early drive him in and be the hero?
Or can Tiger stop him at the plate?
And flies it down the left field line. Foul for strike 2. 0-2 the count.
Just an outstanding, sensational final, Freud.
It's all or nothing, isn't it?
It
here?
is.
Popped it up. Stratford under it and takes the catch for the second out. Now, can PK come back and deny Ramblers yet again? 6 hits to 1 for Ramblers, and they haven't been able to score.
Now they've gone and intentionally walked
Yep.
Oscar again here, my friend.
Yep, so intentional walk on Oscar, and once again, they will go at Brock Evans.
They will indeed, but you know, like we've been talking all week, Brock's sensational. What can he do to help his teammates out?
Down low for ball one.
Yes. 2 down rally.
And again for ball two.
Tiger's really wanting this, and he's pushing everything over that plate.
You don't want to load him up and bring
No.
Jack Bearsgrove, because
absolutely
Bearsgrove's
not.
already hit a double.
He wants to get Brock Evans at the plate. Oh,
He got him.
yes, he got
Wow! And look at him. Is he
Yes.
happy or what? Wow!
What a drive to him. And
Straight to him.
There it
Look
is.
at this.
Great batting from Brock, but it just went straight to his glove, and he was
Oh
ready.
my God.
Oh,
Is he happy or what?
he's pumped. He's pumped, Frui. Pumping he is with our picture there, Tiger. Sensational, outstanding. There it is.
There he is, the man of the moment. What a pitching duel we have today. So we're going to a tiebreaker, ladies and gentlemen, in the grand final. We'll be back shortly.
About it. Taipoi didn't have a run in the first inning, but they've had 2, 1, and 2. So that has to stop if Saints are going to get back into this ball game and have any chance.
Nice pitch and nice attempt at the pickoff. If you try and take too much of a lead, they're going to have you. That's how good these guys are. It's been a feature of this tournament. The rise of the catching stocks in New Zealand has been brilliant. Nice pitch by Walter.
And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Women's Club Nationals Grand Final. Kaiapoi Queens leading Hutt Valley Saints in the top of the 6, 7 runs to 4. Welcome back to Freeman Field. We are in a tiebreaker for the 2026 title of Men's Club Champion. And in the box for Paniki Kilburney, Tyrone Bartarillo.
And we've got Regan Davis, number 23, on second base for this tiebreaker. Oh, great.
Bunt dropped. Advances the runner. Did exactly what he was supposed to do, Tyrone. Sacrifice hit. Advances the tiebreaker runner to third base. Now anything can happen.
Anything can happen. That's what exactly Thomas would have asked for in that last bat.
That brings up Aaron Gollan, second baseman. Swing and a miss.
So last bat he had a K, and then he flew it out into centre field. So if he does it again for the centre field for that fly ball.
Swing and a miss again for strike 2.
It could potentially bring our third base runner home.
Foul back. Count remains 0-2 on Aaron Gollan.
Wait, the ball's 2 strikes.
And Gollan goes down swinging for the second out. That brings up top of the order the catcher for Paniki Kilburnie, Jaden Stratford. On deck will be number 99, Riley Markia, the left fielder. Stratford 2 Ks and a hit by pitch. What a moment this would be if he can get a single.
Yes.
Called strike one. Up high for ball one. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Jaden Stratford. And down the middle for strike 3. And PK failed to score their base runner. So we go into the bottom of the 8th. And it's still 0-0.
Oh, and we got Jack.
Welcome back to Rosedale Park, Freeman Field, the final of the 2026 National Club Men's Championship. And a big shout out to Brad Rona from North Harbour, former Black Sox, played his last Premier match today for Falcons. And we wish Brad all the best in retirement. I'm sure he's going to still be coaching and mentoring younger players.
He's an asset that we've had with Birkdale Falcons for the last 5-6 years, and you know, so honoured to have him in our club.
And Jack Bearsgrove drives it out to centre field. The runner's going. Throw just astray and allows Blake Wardrope to advance to third base. So that brings up the second baseman, Rhys Evans, on deck.
Here it is.
Centre
again.
fielder, Floyd Nola. Can they score finally?
Yes, well, you know, we've been holding our breath the whole time.
Nola fouls it back for strike one.
Rhys Evans. Aroha, my folks, it's number 28, Rhys Evans, and on deck is Floyd Nola.
Oh,
That's
yes.
okay.
Yep.
I got you. Here we go with Ramblers on third base.
Foul it back again for
really
strike
knocking.
2. 1 out. Runner on third. 2 strikes on Rhys Evans. swinging. Gets him swinging. For strike 3 and the second out.
Now, Floydie came out and he did a late hit to right field in the last turn at bat.
Yep.
Can he do it again to bring his comrade home on third base for Ramblers?
Swing and a miss by Nola. Strike 1. Tiger Onishi he is giving it every last drop that he has.
He is just phenomenal.
Swing and a miss again. 2 strikes on Floyd Nola.
You know,
If
his
you're
comrades-
Ramblers,
yes,
you're thinking, what the hell do we have to do to
to
beat
hit
this
it.
guy?
Yeah.
6 hits to 1. We still can't score off him. Fouled it back. Stays in there. 0-2.
Well, you know, like I said, it's a testament to the pitchers that's going to be playing this fight. It's just absolutely sensational. I can't say anything more.
Ooh, just outside there. Umpire Portier says no, just outside. Walks it off for Ramblers. A hit into the outfield. And what a win. What a final.
What a final. Floydie.
Unbelievable. 8 innings. Tiger Onishi pitches 17 innings in a day of top-class softball and gets beaten right at the death. 2 outs. But you got to give it to Ramblers and you got to give it to Floyd Nola. He got a hit last at bat and got one this time to walk it off. Congratulations to both teams. Commiserations to PK. They were battled for 8 solid innings, just could not hit Jack Besgrove. But to Ramblers, what a club, what a team, what a pitching effort from Jack Besgrove. But you know, I take my hat off to PK, to Tiger Onishi and Jaden Stratford. That battery have sat there for the whole day. First they had to fend off Roosters, then they had to try and overcome
Ramblers.
a very good Ramblers side, and they just fell in the bottom of the 8.
And you've got to feel for PK. They've been here before. You know, Tiger initially just put all of it on that mount. And big ups. I mean, I know it wasn't the way he wanted to end it off, because I'm certainly sure he wanted to have a bat. But, you know, Jack Besgrove kept aside, and Floyd Nola, great hit, and it was timing. Timing was perfect for him.
3 times during the game, Ramblers led off with a hit and did not score.
That's right.
Their DR stood on second base each of those times and did not advance. You know, as I said earlier, he could have set up his bed and dresser drawers out there. He'd been there that often. He knows the ins and outs of second base. But they couldn't score.
No.
But this time they did the basics. They got him across. Jack Besgrove sacrificed him. The throw was slightly opened the door by being slightly ajar, allowed the runner to advance from second to third, and then needed just one hit To be fair, he probably may have scored from second base had he still been on second base with Floyd Nola's hit, but you don't know.
Yeah.
And it was Floyd Nola, the man of the moment,
Absolutely.
that comes up and brings up the winning run for Ramblers.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a nice clean hit from Floyd. It could have been, should have been, with second base, Aaron Gollan to get close to try and catch it, but no, he just drove it. Drove it right
I'd
there.
love to give an MVP to a losing player like Tiger, but it's not the way things are done. Has to be his opposite on the mound with 16 strikeouts. Our player of the game is Jack Besgrove from Ramblers.
Totally agree on that one.
Number 57.
Yeah. Look, PK, commiserations indeed, but you know what? They had a solid performance all week. All week. And like I said earlier, they actually met Ramblers previously during the week, and they had a struggle there with nil-all ball game, and it only took one Oscar Clark to smack it out of the park to make it 1-0. But here is a testament to both sides. Stellar. Just sensational, Philly. You can't say much more than that, because you know what great softball final. And this is what we are passionate about.
Well, you could see what it meant to Tiger in the bottom of the seventh when that ball from Brock Evans got driven into his glove. He was jumping up and down like a kid had just received, a 2-year-old had just received a toy that he really wanted for Christmas.
Absolutely.
And how good is that to see those sort of emotions on the diamond? And I'm sure the guys in the huddle now, PK will be saying, hey, we did everything we possibly could. We just ran out of gas.
Ran out of gas, indeed. And it's, with them leaving people on bases, they had like 5 left on base, still couldn't execute them to try and get them home. And it only took that one moment from Floyd. If it was the other way around, and it could have been, well, who would know, And you said earlier too, Fruiz, that it's got to be a hit or an error in this game to win the ball match. So what had happened? It was a clean hit.
There was a moment. Give it to Blake Wardrobe. He stole bases today for Ramblers. He knew what he could do himself. When he ran extra bases on overthrows, etc. He was watching and still running at full pace and sliding in. So we're going to sign off at the moment, and we're going down and have an interview with the winning captain from Ramblers.
Great to be here with you after that game. Well, what a game. You must be ecstatic about that.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I mean, it's been a full team effort all week. The boys have had an unreal week. They, it's not one guy that's done it all week. There's been multiple guys stepping up. To have the talent of like Jack Besgrove on the mound for us all week, and Floyd also doing the pitching. I mean, it just shows how good these guys really are when it comes down to a big game like this and what they can do. So really good.
Yeah, and it was really tight. When you think about the two best teams in this final, I'd have to say that, you definitely were the two best teams, deserving to be there. But how close and tight was that game?
Yeah, I mean, it was anyone's game, to be fair. PK have had a really, really good tournament. We've also had some really good battles with them this year in general. We played them at the Big Goose a couple of times for a couple one-run games. We played them in the first playoff game as well, and that was a really tight game as well. So, yeah, it's a really hard one for those guys. They've got a really good team, and they had a really good week. But at the end of the day, obviously there's only one winner, and our boys stepped up when it was needed. But yeah, as I say, it could have gone either way.
What are you most impressed with, though, over the whole week with your team?
I think our resilience is what really showed there. I mean, you know, we've talked about it all week that things are going to go wrong, and it's just how we react and how we go from there. Because nothing ever goes right all the way through. So for us to stay in the fight when we give up runs early, or when it's not happening for us in the batter's box or out on the diamond, then just to stick with it and stick to what we know. And yeah, then I'm really happy with what the boys did this week. Yeah.
As you said, that resilience, you were certainly on top with all your stats in terms of the amount of hits, and runners left on base, probably strikeouts, everything was in your favour. But to your point, and to PK's credit, they also made it tough for you to finish with that win, and it came right down to that last inning, that tiebreaker inning. Yeah. Who are you most impressed with though in your team?
It's a no-brainer really. Like the guy in the middle, Jack Besgrove, he's just unbelievable athlete. When we asked him to come play for us, I thought he was a pitcher. I had no idea he could hit, and he hit third for us just about all week. And as you know, that's a spot where you have to be a hitter, otherwise you're not there. So he's just an unbelievable athlete. What he can do in the batter's box, but also on the mound, and just what he brings off the field has impressed me the most, to be fair. Like I'd obviously seen what he's got on the mound and what he's got in the batter's box. Well, not so much in the batter's box, but what he's got on the mound I'd seen before. But just the knowledge and experience that he has from places he's played around the world that he's passing on to these young guys is just like the value on that is unreal. So yeah, I'm really stoked that we got him involved, and I'm really pushing hard to keep him involved with our team, because I think the knowledge that he brings, we can really go from strength to strength.
Yeah, and I would imagine that's also a great opportunity for New Zealand softball as a whole as well, having someone of that calibre and quality playing softball in New Zealand. Yeah. Last question from me, or words from you, is of course has to be to your supporters. You know, what some final words that you'd like to share about your supporters?
Just awesome support all week. It doesn't matter where we go and what tournaments we play in. I think we always have the highest quantity of supporters, or the most supporters. But just the club in general, like Ramblers 80th year this year. This is our 7th Club Nationals win in a row. That just shows the club and how we can push talent through, and just all those other people behind the scenes, the old players that are now coaching in kids grades and pushing those kids through, and the talent that we get at reserve and prem grade, and guys like Nathan Nukunuku and Bobby King and Aaron Thompson, those guys that really fostered us through, and now this is that back end of those guys really giving us that effort when we were younger.
Yeah, real legacy that you have through your club. Well, finally, congratulations. You are the victors of the 2026 Men's Open Club Championship. I'm guessing that you're going to have a celebration tonight.
Yep. Down at Ramblers Softball Club, there'll be a great celebration.
Softball Club,
100%.
everybody.
Everyone's invited too. Bring anyone you want. Ramblers Softball Club tonight is going to be really good.
Awesome. All right, enjoy the moment.
Cool. Thank you very much, and thank you for what you guys are doing with your broadcast. It's really good for softball.
Thank you. And that's us.
And thank
Ramblers.
you, Jackie, and thank you, Reese Evans, the captain of the winning Ramblers Premier team. And from the 2026 Men's National Club Championship Final, the winners, Ramblers, in 8 gruelling innings over Paniki Kilburney from Wellington, 1-0. We'll be back shortly with the prize giving and the presentations.
Lordy.
Being a Manawatu local, supporting our community is at the heart of everything we do. From the Arohanui Hospice, Just Silch and Replay connecting second-hand sports gear, we make giving back our mission. Thank you for all the great feedback with over 1,500 5-star reviews. It's a great reward for our team that their hard work is acknowledged by our customers. And now with the addition of Order Care, we're a one-stop shop. The team are proud to have grown alongside the community, and with your continued support, we look forward to the journey ahead.
We're going to have Māori getting ownership rights.
Welcome back to Rosedale Park. We're going to go down now to the official prize giving down on Freeman Field.
North Harbour. Tournament organisers Chris Atwell and Margaret Miles, and the incredible, amazing grounds crew, the hardest workers of the last 5 days. Our thanks go to the chief umpire and his crew, Widamu Tamaki, the chief scorer, Elizabeth Nātana and the scorers, and of course our statistician, Charla Edwin. Thank you to the team at Beyond the Dugout for the comprehensive coverage of the event. They covered 97 games across 5 days. This is the most ever watched interclub championship, and thank you to Beyond the Dugout. Our first award goes to the plate final winners. 17th place, East Coast Bays. Can we have the captain, please? Do we have the captain of East Coast Bays or somebody in an East Coast Bays uniform? Would do. Here we go. Our awards today are presented by our Chief Executive, Rebecca Minkley. And we'll just ask for people to stand in place. I think we've got a photographer somewhere. Thank you. Kia ora, well done. Thank you, East Coast Bays. Our trophy final winners and 9th place goes to Pukekohe. There you go. You see the trophies get bigger and bigger as we go along, and suddenly we're into our final awards for the finals. Pōneke Kilburnie, what an outstanding day they've had. They've gone through 2 lots of 2 tiebreakers. They've been incredibly competitive throughout the tournament. And again today, can I have the captain of Pōneke Kilburnie to come forward to receive the runners-up award? And I'm going to ask Jaden just to say a few words.
Firstly, just thanks to Softball New Zealand and North Harbour Softball for putting on this tournament. The grounds crew, the scorers, everyone that was involved. To our boys, we've had a great year. We've improved over the last 3 years by the week. And thanks to Ramblers as well. We've had maybe 4 or 5 1-0 ball games this year. You've been on the winning side of most of them, but it's made us a better ball team for it. So see you guys next year, and congratulations.
Thank you, Jaden. And our championship award winner for the Softball New Zealand 2026 Men's Interclub Championship goes to Mount Albert Ramblers. Can I have the captain and the whole team to come forward, please, to receive your awards and your medals? Can I have the whole team to come forward, please? Medals, I'll ask Reese to say a few words. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank, obviously, North Harbour Softball and Softball New Zealand for putting on a really good tournament. Umpires, scorers, obviously nothing happens with, grounds crew, nothing happens without you guys, so thank you very much. To PK, tough one for you guys. We've had some really good battles this year. I think you guys are in a really good spot. Really tough team. That game could have gone either way. Obviously, whatever way it fell was I would have been happy with because it was a good game. So yeah, I liked where you guys are at and really good game. And then to our boys, yeah, just impressive boys. Really good resilience all week. Yeah, things don't always go right and we stuck with it. And then just lastly, to everyone supporting, like everywhere we go, we get the best support, we get the most people. The club that we've got and the 80 years obviously this year, like none of that happens without the people that come out to the games like this. We've had this trophy for 7 in a row, 9 years now with 2 cancelled ones. Like that doesn't happen without the club and what we've got going on. So yeah, thank you very much to you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your champions for 2026 Mount Albert Ramblers. We now have our individual awards for the last 5 days, starting with top batter. The top batter with an average of 619 from Auckland United, Ben Anoka. Do we have an Anoka around? There's a few options usually. Brilliant. Congratulations, Ben. The top pitcher for the tournament with an ERA of 0.00 from Mount Albert Ramblers, Jack Besgrove. And the most valuable player for the tournament, I'm being a bit naughty. I'm trying to exhaust him by making him walk backwards and forwards. From Mount Albert Ramblers, Jack Besgrove. I've asked Jack very nicely if I can interview him impromptu or test his media training for Soccer Australia. Jack, you've had a pretty successful season with us here in New Zealand. You must be looking forward to what's coming up in Colombia.
Yeah, obviously a bit of a warm-up and just, refine my skills with the bat a little bit. Don't get to do that much, so come over here and have a little bit of a swing and a bit of a pitch.
So our goal was to really tire you out. Have we been successful?
Not really.
Oh dear. Okay. And in terms of how you keep yourself informed between now and the championship, what have you got on your schedule?
Yeah, obviously training, and that goes for our boys too. Like, they train hard, and I try to match that at home as well. Obviously, fly in, fly out kind of situation. So try and match the effort they put in as well, do it at home.
So if there's any opportunities that you'd like to become a New Zealander at any stage, just let us know. We've got a few options here at the park.
Yeah, not a chance. Sorry, bro.
Go away. Thanks, Jack Besgrove, most valuable player. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your support over the last 5 days. It's been wonderful having you along. Please travel safely. Thank you to all of our teams, all of our officials, and our tournament organisers. Ka kite anō.
Welcome back to the dugout, and what a fantastic week, Rowie.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't ask for anything better than this.
22 teams.
Yep.
Right, the most ever, I believe.
And
97 games. 97 games covered by umpires and scorers, technical staff.
Yeah.
Everybody involved with the dugout, with the production, the grounds crew, how good were they? Right, so we'll start. All right,
Yeah.
We've got a lot to get through, but just bear with us. Lance Wynn, Fergus McAlpine, Ethan Cunningham, Derek McFarlane, Reece Duggan,
Marcus Savilio, Ignacio Gatti, Matt Jordan, Karina Kirby's, Wesley Knapp,
Jason Armistead, Mel McFarlane, Jackie Smith, Rowena Smith,
Well done.
Craig Fuller,
Takido Williams, Troy Duncan, Scott Easthope, Robbie Easthope, Danny Frew.
Oh, that's me.
That's you.
Simon Lindsay, Michelle Keane, Alana George, Elish Childs and Sarah Albion,
Kylie Shannon, Megan Early, Shelley Atkins, Sharon Ironside, Jess Taylor,
Ella Howick, Mrs. Tangaroa, Kylie Sims, Cooper Sims, Graham Blue,
Alana George, Trevor Smith, Mike Tapsell, Hawani Lambert.
and the Softball New Zealand crew, Rebecca Minkley, Amy Russell, Wirramu Tamaki, Elizabeth Natana, Charlotte Edwin and Tegan Edwin.
And of course our very own North Harbour Softball Association, Chris Adderwell, Margaret Miles, Amanda Rona, Bridget Baker, Ronnie Gurney, and our grounds crew, 20 plus volunteers.
And of course, the one, the only, Jason Chopper Gerbes, who runs it all. He is the man. So, from the 2026 Men's National Club Championship, we say well done to all 22 teams, all officials, all volunteers, all helpers, everybody that was involved. It was a fantastic tournament, and we look forward to many, many, many more in the future. So myself, Danny Frew, and
myself, Rowena Smith, aka Auntie Rowie.
And from Chopper behind the scenes and everybody else we just mentioned, we thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the commentaries, and we'll see you again in the near future. Signing off from Freeman Field in Rosedale Park, sunny North Harbour. Trap and shot. And umpire Porteous outside for ball one. Swing and a miss from Osnoloff for Ramblers.
Yes, and look at that.
And swing and a miss for strike three on first. Pitcher Jack Bearsgrove, and he swings at the first pitch. Gets it out there to centre fielder. Tikarika Cooper Nicola throws it in. And swing and a miss, but well fielded over there by Reese Evans. Charged in, lobs it, and gets him swinging for the third out. And that will complete PK. And there he goes, just what we're talking about. That brings up first baseman Connor Peden on deck. Right fielder Maddox Rice. There's a few times. Fell back that time, so count range.
Yes. Oh.
And that change up gets down to second baseman Aaron Gollan. Yeah. And down the middle, Bardarillo.
Nice, quick play. Oh,
and
up and high.
Shallow left centre.
Oh,
and down the middle.
Just massive throw. Yes, he went.
Did he go? Yes, he did. So strikeout number 6 for Tiger Onishi.
Jesus, Julie.
Oh, and a drive just past the glove of Kieran Bolger and into left field, where it's gathered and thrown in quickly by Riley Markia. And so with 2 outs. Wow, good base running by Blackfield was not a great one.
No, but he just held it up, so he had that time. So he slid into second, which has got that peg off, and it missed. And then he was just watching. The runner was just watching Tikirika, saying, "You're gonna throw it." No, he. Yes, and he got him.
Didn't really mean to do that.
Yeah, that would actually just kind of knock the sixer out of you, I think.
Yeah, but being a catcher, he's used to it. So, Cooper Nicola.
Oh!
And the runner was in motion. Jaden Stratford. And Cooper Nicola.
When I it's dead. It's dead. I'm going to just check on that, okay? No, I didn't say anything. Yeah.
Great swing in the wind.
Kia ora, Thomas. 4 completed innings. What are your thoughts so far on the game?
It's been like the rest of the games that we've had against these guys, they're pretty tough. Nothing in it, so yeah, looking forward to the rest of the game.
That last inning especially was pretty tight. You had runners left on base.
Yeah.
You weren't quite able to finish it off.
Yep.
What do you want to see from the team going forward?
Oh, more of that, and then just putting the ball in play.
And Bearsgrove goes deep between centre and right field and picks up the lead-off stand-up double for Ramblers.
Was needed. And, solid drive. Absolutely.
Popped it up. Easy catch for Jaden Stratford.
Oh. Good play from second base.
Ground ball easily onto Jackie Smith, who is with Ramblers coach Kelvin Roberts.
Kia ora, Calvin. Great to see you out there on the diamond. 4 innings completed. Good inning in that last inning, and you turn it back. Fitzroy coming up with a hit. Yeah. How are you feeling about how the team's going so far?
Tournament-wise, been going very good, but we've got a real pitcher's duel out here, so 2 guys doing a great job on the mound, and just need to take our chances. A lead-off double, probably need to do a little bit better. So.
Yeah. What do you want to see more of from your team?
Ball and play. Something off the barrel.
Yeah, awesome. All the best. We're in for a good match. We can see that already.
Great game. Thank you.
Thank you. And Bearsgrove says, nah, get out of here. I'm going to strike deck. Second base, Aaron Gollan. I think it's been a long time since Tyron Bardarillo batted number 8 in the lineup. And the swing, and Rillo at first base. Strikeout number 9 for Jack Bearsgrove. That will bring up bottom of the order, second baseman Aaron Gollan on deck, top of the order, and gets him swinging on the outside corner for strike.
Pins at this game. Oh, look, it's got there.
Gollan.
Oh!
Great effort by Aaron to Jerome Ramaki, but just could not get it there.
And look, he was just quick off the mark getting to that ball. Once again, going out there, but Jerome.
1 ball, 1 strike. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th.
And he's going. Nice Blizzard in the helm here.
Yep.
None down.
2 balls, 1 strike now on Max Early. So will that change the coach's approach, or will it still be a bunt? And he pops it to second base. And popped up. Nice and easy for third base. Stratford, son of John Stratford, who was a long-time Miramar.
Oh.
And that's deep. Will it stay in the ballpark? No, it won't. Drifts over the fence, but in foul territory.
Jack doesn't want to. Oh, great change.
And change up, down, back, and same arm movement.
And then boom.
And then straight down the middle.
Oh, phenomenal pitch. Outstanding for Jack B.
Two strikes.
And gets him to swing on the curve. Runner goes, but Peden gets struck out, but straight into the glove of Brock Evans for the first. And Bolger goes down swinging.
And yes.
And he gets it through to Ashley Goffer.
Yeah, so, yep. Push that ball through the middle. Great pitch.
Down the middle from bottom half of the 7th inning, 0-all. everybody home. And just as we say that, the lead-off batter, Maddox Rice, has plunked one in, but
no one there. No one there. Oh, would have want to see that one. It was wide open. However, he's safe.
No, he's safe. Nice pitch there by Tiger. Runner on third. Foul back for strike one.
Oh,
he got
yes,
him.
He got
wow. And look at him. Is he happy or what? This.
Great batting from Brock, but it just went straight to his glove and he was
Oh,
ready.
my God.
Oh.
Is he happy or what?
He's pumped. He's pumped through his base for this tiebreaker. Oh, great.
Bunt dropped. Advances the runner. And drives it out to centre field. The runner's going. Throw just astray. Gets him swinging. Gets just. Walks it off for Ramblers. A hit into the outfield, and what a win. What a final. But to Floyd Nola. He got a hit last at bat and got one this time to walk it off. 8 solid innings. Just could not hit Jack Besgrove, but to Ramblers, what a club, what a team, what a pitching effort from Jack Besgrove. But you know, I take my hat off to PK. And how good is that?
So for us to stay in the fight when we give up runs early, or to what we know, and yeah, then I'm really happy with what the boys did this week. Yeah.